Hello and welcome to TTV News with some latest events in TayNinh province. Ladies and gentlemen, in the morning of August 8, TayNinh police presided over and coordinated with functional forces in the province to organize a practice session on firefighting plans at First Team Government Company Limited Vietnam, located in Thanh Thanh Công Industrial Park, Trảng Bàng Thao. The drill was designed by a complex, large-scale situation with nearly 3,000 personnel and vehicles.
Speaking at the opening ceremony, Colonel Trần Văn Luận, Deputy Director of the Provincial Public Security, head of the Commanding Committee for the drill, suggested that the forces participating in the exercise should promote their spirit and responsibility. It is necessary to strictly adhere to the following issues. Hypothetical situations. Coordination between forces must be carried out urgently and decisively to ensure the safety of people and vehicles. The hypothetical situation is posed as follows. The fire occurred due to a welding and cutting failure resulting in a fire in the finished product packaging area because the main combustible material is fabric, fiber, and cotton paper. It is easy to catch fire. It caused the fire to develop quickly, spreading to other floors and adjacent workshops. At this time, about 2,500 employees are working. Thousands of workers panic, fled, scramble each other, leaving many unconscious and injured. Receiving information and identifying the emergency situation, the Fire Protection and Rescue Police Department under TayNinh Police mobilized maximum forces and specialized vehicles to quickly go to the scene to implement firefighting plans and promptly remove the victim from the fire. After 10 minutes of deploying total forces and vehicles, the fire was completely extinguished. A large-scale firefighting and rescue training exercise with the participation of nearly 3,000 people who belong to the police, military, medical, local forces, along with many vehicles and equipment.
The Supreme People's Procuracy has just promulgated the Code of Standards on Professional Ethics for Procuracy Officers, in which regulations on criteria such as standards of procuracy officers, attitude, behavior matter, performances of duties and tasks in the course of performances official duties.
The code is applicable to officers, procurators, investigators, inspectors, and civil servants and public employees working at the People's Procuracy and Military Procuracy at all levels. In addition, it is also recommended to apply to procuratorate officers who have retired or transferred to another job. Contents of this code stimulates professional ethical standards for procuratorate officers, including the following virtues: fairness, integrity, objectivity, prudence, humility, that follow the teachings of resident judgment towards the procuracy officer. Along with that, the procurator should apply rigorously the regulations of the party, the state, and other regulations in the specialized field. At the People's Committee of TayNinh City in the morning of August 8, the Office of the Provincial People's Committee coordinated with relevant departments and agencies to organize a professional training session for officials and civil servants at all levels in the area of TayNinh City. In particular, it is for those who are directly involved in administrative reform and information technology. Delegates listened to instructions on how to use the interconnection software and explained some problems in the process of implementing two groups of interconnected administrative procedures. These are registration of birth, registration of permanent residence, issuance of health insurance cards for children under 6 years old, and registration of death registration, deletion of permanent residence registration, funeral expense support, funeral allowance. In addition, they also receive professional training in areas such as judicial civil status, social insurance, labor invalidity, and social insurance. It aims to equip skills and knowledge related to administrative reform and administrative procedures control. Specifically, it not only creates consistency and synchronization in implementation, but also contributes to the effective implementation of the government's project number 6 and best serve the people. In the future, similar training sessions will be held in the rest of the province.
The audience in the morning of August 8, the Association of Wisdom of Agent Orient Dozens in Hoa Thanh Thao have a meeting on the occasions of 62nd anniversary of the Agent Orange disaster in Vietnam and the days of Vietnamese Agent Orange Wisdom, August 10, 1961, August 10, 2023.
Leaders of the Association of Victims of Agent Orange dioxin in Hoa Thanh Thao reviewed the association's establishment process and quickly informed delegates about its outstanding results since its establishment until now. In 2022 and the first 6 months of 2023 alone, all levels of associations in Hoa Thanh Thao have mobilized over 900 million Vietnam dong. Thereby, this association has had a number of positive results, such as organizing the construction of 2 houses of compassion, giving thousands of gifts, and providing livelihood support to dozens of victims of Orange and their families. On this occasion, the Association of Victims of Agent Orange dioxin in Hoa Thanh Thao awarded 57 gifts at the price of 400,000 Vietnam dong each to Agent Orange victims in the Thao. These actions are to share some of the difficulties, to encourage the spirit, and to help the victims and their families rise up in life.
The audience from August 1, 2023, Circular number 11/2023 of the Ministry of Health has officially taken effect. The circular provides specific regulations on places where smoking is prohibited. This is a regulation that each of us, and especially smokers, should pay special attention to.
Specifically, the location where smoking is completely prohibited indoors and within the premise, health facilities, educational institutions, care, nurture, play, and entertainment facilities exclusively for children. Facilities or areas with high risk of fire and explosion as risk rate. Indoor smoking-free locations include indoor workplace of state administrative agencies, business units, public enterprise, political organizations, social-political organizations, social-professional organizations, working places of other agencies, organizations, and units, except for places where smoking is completely banned in the house but are allowed to have a place dedicated to smokers. Completely ban smoking in indoor areas of public places, including food service establishments, entertainment service establishments, train stations, piers, bus stations, religious and belief establishments, convention centers, trade centers, markets, theaters, cultural houses, cinemas, circus, clubs, sports house, stadiums, community house, common areas of the apartment complex and other public places, except for places where smoking is completely prohibited in the house but are allowed to have separate places for smokers. Location where smoking is prohibited indoors, but with designated smoking areas including the isolation area of the airport, bars, karaoke bars, discos, hotels, motels, guest houses, resorts, and other tourist accommodation establishments. Public means of transport are ships and trains. The public transport is completely non-smoking: car, airplane, metro.
In the morning of August 8, the Department of Legal Examinations and Education under the Ministry of Justice has a meeting with the Department of Justice of Tay Ninh Province on the preparation to organize the 4 rounds of the National Excellence Mediator Competition.
This contest is organized into 2 rounds, including a regional round and a national round. In particular, the regional round will be held in September, and the national round, which is expected to be held from mid-October to early November. Specifically, the regional competition round will be held in the following regions. The northern region will be held in Hai Phong City. The central region, Central Highlands, will be held in Khánh Hòa Province, and the southern region will be held in Tay Ninh Province. In order to prepare for the fourth National Excellent Mediator competition to be full and comprehensive, Mr. Lê Vệ Quốc, Director of the Department of Legal Dissemination and Education, requested the unit to carefully review the contents of the law and also relevant contents that ensuring commensurate with the nature and scale of the contest. At the same time, the Central Council for Coordination of Law Dissemination and Education will actively coordinate with localities in communication work to improve the quality even more and spread up this contest.
The audience recently, the situation of fire explosions and accidents nationwide has been complicated, in which there are many large fires that causing serious damage to people and property. According to statistics, large fires often occur in industrial zones, apartment buildings, high-rise buildings, markets, and commercial centers. Therefore, along with equipment skills, knowledge in fire safety, and equipment for firefighting on site, the practice of firefighting plans is also considered and enhanced by the locality. The following reporters were made at the province's large-scale firefighting drill in 2023.
This drill was held at First Team Vietnam Government Company Limited. It is located in Thanh Thanh Công Industrial Park, Trang Bang Thao, specializing in the production of woolen textiles, with a large number of employees, over 6,000 people. In addition to the source of high flammable materials, therefore, the fire prevention and fighting work at the unit is always focused on. As noted, the company has basically fully equipped with all kinds of means and firefighting tools, automatic fire alarm system and semi-automatic firefighting system inside and outside the house. At the same time, proactively coordinate with the fire prevention, fighting and rescue police force to organize communication, training and refresher training on fire prevention and fighting skill for the local firefighting force. Our company is very pleased and honored to be selected by the provincial police to organize fire prevention and fighting. This drill helps our employees to further raise their awareness in complying with the law on fire safety. The company's grassroots fire safety force will be improved. I think that this drill is so meaningful. It helps me have more skills to handle fire and explosion situations. According to statistics, in the first half of 2023, the whole country had 881 fires, causing 45 deaths, 43 people were injured, and causing damage to property with a total cost of more than 87 billion Vietnam dong. Particularly in Tây Ninh, in the first 6 months of the year, the whole province had 3 fires with property damage of about 50 million Vietnam dong. Most recently, a tragic fire occurred in Ngo Dau Thao, causing 1 death. According to the forecast of the functional sector, the situation of fire and explosion continues to have complicated developments, especially in the areas of industrial parks, urban areas, high-rise buildings. Therefore, this drill is organized to raise awareness and sense of responsibility of officials, public servants, public employees, and on people in the area. It continues to launch the movement upon people to participate in fire prevention and fighting work under the motto for on-spot, including on-the-site command, on-site forces, on-site vehicle, on-site supplies and logistics. In particular for agencies, units, businesses, and localities, it is necessary to strengthen propaganda, self-inspection, review, and equipping with equipment to ensure safety in fire prevention and fighting work under their management. It trains specialized fire prevention and fighting at grassroots level to grasp the tactical and technical regulations in their fire safety work. It aims to serve the on-spot motto when an incident occurs, immediately implemented, enhancing the responsibility of the head of the facility in observing the law on ensuring safety from fire. Immediately after the drill, the units had a meeting to draw experience, supplement and complete the firefighting plans in the next batches in other areas suitable to the conditions and the characteristics of each area.
That's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us and goodbye for now.